Hello everyone, this is going to be an in-game look and review of the 3 new helmets that have been released to celebrate May the 4th, inspired by the Bad Batch TV series on Disney+. On the same day that they were released, the Bad Batch was also released, so that's something a lot of players are looking forward to. These 3 helmets in the Elite Forces helmet bundle cost 1,200 cartel coins as a package. Now they are quite expensive in terms of cost, especially for the fact that they are reskins of an existing armor set. So the first one is a reskin of the Havoc Squad helmet, and the second 2 are reskins of the Battle Master and War Hero armor sets from quite a while back in the game. However, I heard a rumor that they are higher quality graphics than the original ones, like they've been remade but with the same shape. I also wanted to check out the voice modulator to see if there was anything special. These helmets are kind of meant to go with the Tactical Ranger armor set, but they would work for pretty much every trooper set in the game, especially since the one with the little yellow goggles is technically a smuggler helmet from back in the day. So first off, I'm going to show you what the original helmet looks like and what this new reskin version looks like. So the bundle comes in a box. If you're going to sell the box, you do have to wait for the timer as always, or you can just open the box and each one will have its own individual timer before you can sell it or trade it to another player. So let's check out the original Havoc Squad armor set. This is a really popular set that people like quite a bit. So I'm going to pop it into an outfit slot here for you guys to see. So here's what the original one looks like. The texture really isn't too bad, especially if you're zoomed in. You will see some graininess around the helmet, especially around the eye slots, the visor. Now here's the new one. And we'll make sure to uncheck the color matching. It still has that graininess, but it does have a different color pattern. So it has been repainted in some way. It's added that stripe down the middle. But if I decide to unify things, it looks almost exactly the same as the original Havoc Squad, except the original Havoc Squad doesn't have that kind of half and half gray stuff going on there. There you go. So it really isn't an updated version. It just has a different pattern. If that's something you're interested in, you could probably do some cool stuff with that. And let's pop a dye in there so you guys can see that too. I'm gonna get a really obnoxious dye. And we'll get some dyes for the other helmets as well. So let's throw a dye in there. I'm gonna throw a blue-green dye. And we're gonna pop that into the outfit designer. So there you go. Here's unified colors and here's dyed. So only half the armor set dyes. So you've got one color in the stripe down the middle and one color on the side, and the last side stays gray. That you could do some fun trooper stuff with, but no, it is not actually an updated texture. So I'll go through the other 2 really quick for you. So here is the old smuggler helmet that you could get. This specific one is an old War Hero one. And here is the new one, the Codebreakers helmet. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Hang on here. That one, however, does have an updated texture as well as an updated paint job. That's cool. So the actual helmet itself hasn't changed a ton. It's got some stripes here, but more importantly, the texture of the cloth is more up to date. It's got a little more texture to it. It's more similar to current armors that have not come out in 2011. And then the last one is the Demolisher's helmet. And so I'll show you the old one first. So this is a pretty interesting helmet. It's got glowy bits. It's got half a shark fin. It's got the kind of face mask thing going on. This specific one is old Battle Master Super Commando helmet. And this is the Demolisher's helmet from the cartel market. So no glow. The texture's alright. It does seem a little better than the really old 2011 one. That helmet and that set for me are a bit notorious for being quite low quality. Like you can see the pixels kind of thing. So not bad. So this would be especially good if you like the shape of this helmet for whatever reason, but you want the stripe down the middle, or you want to not have the glowy bits on it. Another thing that's good to know is that for that Codebreaker's helmet as well, these would be more Republic only things if you're using the Battlemaster or War Hero sets. And the Cartel Market version can be used by any class. I also wanted to check out how much it costs to unlock them in collections, because we've just started getting these helmet only sets. So this one is normally 400, and normally 400 right now. Everything's 50% off due to the May the 4th unlock sale. So now let's go take a look at the voice modulators, see if there's anything cool or if they're just the same as the original helmets. So I'm gonna flip over to my main armor set. I'm gonna put on the Havoc Squad original one, and let's go talk to this quest giver.
I've come to help. Colonel Malcolm sent me. Are you Lieutenant Ross?
That's affirmative. Ignore the getup.
So that's the original Havoc Squad helmet. So here's the new one, the Scrapper's helmet. Still got my dye in there.
I've come to help. Colonel Malcolm sent me.
Sounds about the same.
Ross?
Then, the old War Hero Field Tech's armor set.
I've come to help. Colonel Malcolm sent me.
Ooh, it's louder. And here's the new one, the Codebreaker helmet.
I've come to help. Colonel Malcolm.
Same thing. And the old Battlemaster helmet.
I've come to help. Colonel Malcolm sent me.
Very different. And the new Demolisher's helmet.
I've come to help. Colonel
Oh.
Malcolm sent me. Are you Lieutenant Ross?
That one is
That's
different.
affirmative.
And then lastly, I'll show you no helmet at all.
I've come to help. Colonel Malcolm sent me.
Ta-da! So there, that should answer any questions you have about the voice modulator. Is this something I recommend purchasing? I'm gonna go with a definite no. So for the Battlemaster and the War Master pieces, some of them have requirements for having a certain Valor rank, but if you go to SWTORista.com/armor, I've got all the Battlemaster and War Hero sets on there, and more specifically, there is a version. So the Battlemaster one, the Demolisher's one, the troopery clunky helmet that kind of looks like a dog, that one doesn't really have an easy equivalent to get. You need to be PvP Valor 60 and find someone who can craft it for you. That part's not too hard. The Valor 60 is, but the field medic one, the one that's kind of smugglery with a face mask, if you like the original version, aren't worried about the updated texture on the mask, there is what's called rated armor that doesn't require a Valor rank to wear. You just have to find someone who will craft it for you. So that would be called the War Hero Field Medic rated for one color, or War Hero Field Tech rated for another color, and there's War Hero Enforcer rated as well for that specific shape. So get yourself a easier alternative if you aren't worried about that nice little texture change. But I do say I like that texture change, so for that one I'd probably get it. But is the bundle itself worth it? I'd say no. Unless you just are trying to fill out your collections, or you wanted to get this Imperial side, or you just really like the Bad Batch. So I hope you enjoy this review of the new armor sets, the new Elite Forces helmet bundle. And don't forget, if you're watching this when it first came out, there is a week-long collections unlock sale going on. There is a free Bad Batch inspired pet for logging in, and there is also double XP going on. See you guys later.